soul lifting music, live divining programs, up-to-date news, back-to-back entertainment, in-depth sport analysis. This is GVBN, the good extra miles for you. We are the platform of discovery.
On Fridays from 3 to 4, it's always Women's Circle o'clock. And in case you're joining me and you're thinking that, Women's Circle, I'm a guy now, why am I supposed to be here? My brother, this is a space for everyone to be, and you're going to enjoy and learn one or two things. You will not just be here to listen, but then you're going to learn. You're going to unlearn as well. That is what this show is for. And in case you're wondering, why is it now Women's Circle and it's a space for all? Yes, it is Women's Circle because we all have something to, like, everyone has something to do with women every day. Like, every day you go out there, you would always, you know, have a rapport with a lady, a woman. You have ladies as your sisters, you have them as your mothers, you have them as your girlfriends, you have them as your grandmothers, and as everything. Like, you always have to rapport with a woman or a lady or a girl. So yes, that is why it is called Women's Circle. And again, I want to welcome you on board. And of course, we have to say thank you to God for this amazing privilege to be here again today, because hey, I'm back on the run DP, you know, as I say now. Yes, and thanks to the pioneer of this wonderful online radio TV, in person of Papa Ojotisa. Thanks to the director, Osha himself. Thanks to those I've got in the studio. I have DJ Papidemi, and I have Oluwapelumi with me today. I am Obisna Lalua, and of course, thanks to you guys for always joining me, for always supporting, for always dropping your likes and loves. Thank you so much. I want you guys to, you know, share with me that same energy today again. And of course, we need to thank God though, because the month is running to an end. Now, Baba God, they do us. Now, yesterday run the P. Anyways, before I proceed further on the show, I want to implore you guys to go get everything you need for today's show ready. You know, I don't want you to miss out on any of the gist for today. So everything we are going to be discussing, I want you to be a part of it. So I want you to go get everything, like your juice, your biscuits, whatever it is you need for today's show. I want you to get them all ready. And when I come back from this musical break, you know, we're going to dive into what we have for today in proper. Don't go anywhere. The show is just about to begin. welcome back. And of course, this is still Women's Circle, which is a show for all of us, to learn and also get entertained. So yes, of course, like I said last week, I said this is a very, very crucial topic for us to discuss. But then, a lot of people say that it is not so crucial because, in this generation, we all have our opinions and we just feel like, okay, I can do whatever it is that I desire. But then, in case you're wondering, what is it that these guys are discussing or they've discussed last week and you want to be a part of it? So yeah, last week we looked at a question, pretty simple, but then very, very important to look into. So I asked this question, I said, what do you think is the situation that warrants a woman wanting to become a single mother? What do you think is that thing that the only solution to that problem is for you to say, okay, I can't do this anymore, I just have to resort into, being on my own, taking care of my kids on my own, being a strong and independent woman. Do you understand? So what do you think are those things that used to lead ladies or lead women into wanting to become single mothers? Yes, single mothers. And do you think that these problems that, they always say, oh, this thing is just too much for me, I don't think I can go on with it and blah, blah, blah. Do you think these situations, do you think they are what's ending your marriage? Do you think these things don't have other solutions and the only solution is for you to, you and your partner go your separate ways while you're in charge of your kids and you're, making all efforts to make sure that, they are all right, they get everything that they need? Don't you think that your children will crave the presence of their father? So yes, that's the question. I really want to know your opinion. Why do you think women see being a single mother as an option? They just see it as, this is a perfect solution to whatever it is that I have going on. And do you think that these situations that, they think it does not have any other solution? Do you think that truly they don't have any other solution? And for you, what do you think is the highest problem that a woman can have that will make you want to advise her to, want to resort into being a single mother? That's the question we're going to be looking at today. And of course, a lot of people, dropped their comments. They explained what they felt about the whole issue. A lot of people had one or two things to say concerning the whole things. That was last week. Somebody, according to this person, said that, this generation, we just feel like we can do anything that we desire. So it is about the person in that situation. If she feels like, okay, what kind of thing is this? I can't just do this anymore, and she just wants to move on. Then, so we never can tell what the situation is that, would warrant you wanting to be a single mother. It depends on the person in the situation before we can say, okay, this is this or this is that. So that was somebody's comment. Another person said, only in the case of domestic violence will they say that, you should leave your marriage to become a single mother. If he's not maltreating you, he's not beating you, you can be, you can be in a violent relationship, not just when the person is beating you, hurting you. If you are emotionally unstable too, or mentally unstable in that relationship too, you can be, that means you're not in a healthy relationship or unhealthy marriage. So according to this person, that was his own breakdown. So it depends on the kind of marriage that you are in, whether the person is violating you physically or emotionally or mentally, you're feeling very drained, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling like, okay, probably one day this person will just wake up and just end your life. Then I think that, you need to flee so that you would be able to keep your life and, of course, be there to mother your children before you'll be murdered by somebody's son. So yes, that was this guy's comment. There are a couple of other comments from diverse persons, but then I want to implore you guys to please join me today. Share with me your opinion. What do you think about, this whole issue? And I think this is something that we should discuss because at the moment we now have quite a number of single mothers out there. This one, I'm not with, and they have kids, yes, but they are not under, the authority of any man. So this is the reason why we're bringing this here. Do you think that, any situation at all that arise in your marriage, the only solution to it is for you to just want to end things with your partner? We need to look into these things and probably speak to ourselves as women and guys as well. You're not banded by anything to share your opinions. This place is a safe space for everyone to, hear their opinions, speak out their minds, and we can reason together, we can rub minds, we can see from each other's angles and, understand better, probably unlearn certain things. So, yeah, that is why the show is here. So whatever it is that is your opinions, let me know what they are. You can call in the studio line. It is live, it is active, 08021793318. Let me know what you feel concerning this whole situation. And of course, those of you that are watching me, you can also drop your comments in the comment section. I want your opinions to be flying in the comment section. I want a whole lot of your comments, in the comment section so that, we can have enough comments to ruminate on. And yes, I'm going to be quickly going on a commercial break. And I want to use this medium to, implore you guys to please come sponsor Women's Circle. Your sponsorship is highly needed. When you sponsor us, we have sufficient time, to enjoy ourselves, to talk, to discuss, to learn, and all of that. So buy me more time on this platform. And as well, if you want to run your ads on GVBN Radio TV, you can also reach out to the studio line and you're going to be directed on what to do. So when I come back from the commercial break, I'm going to be moving into more comments from you guys. Don't go anywhere.
Medicine, prescription before diagnosis is malpractice, as health issues are in various forms, so is medical diagnosis and regular checkup a necessity. Kindness Medical Diagnosis Center, a registered medical diagnosis center with versatile and experienced medical lab scientists, working with modern high-tech medical laboratory facilities for laboratory investigations in blood, urine, stool, sputum, other body fluids, general medical check, blood bank, fertility testing, ultrasound scan, and ECG. Kindness Medical Diagnosis Center is your right choice.
Kindness Lab headquarters is at Focus Studio Building beside Atole Shopping Complex, Oremeji, Agugu, Ibadan, Ikire Branch, Olaniyan House, opposite MRS Filling Station, Sango, Ikire.
Telephone 0803-218-2307 and 0815-086-9895. Email address kindnesslab25@gmail.com. Kindness Medical Diagnostic Center. Accuracy and reliability. Your health, our priority.
Information technology and business are inextricably interwoven. That's why you need a company that knows its onions if you want to build a customized online system to sell your products and manage your customers. Placid Global International Limited, a company with good repute and astonishing success record. At Placid Global International, we specialize in the design and development of Windows, web-based and mobile applications to meet organizational needs. We develop and offer various support on web, mobile, and window-related applications like e-portal, e-cooperative, shopping carts, e-commerce, hotel management system, HMS, hospital management system, email solution, billing solution, logistic app, newsletter solution, and invoice solution. Our location is Sot 8 Dina Adedotun, Bende, Maryland, Lagos State. Website www.placid.ng. Email info@placid.ng. Telephone +234 9069 165 197. Placid Global International. We give global entrepreneurs the ability to stay in charge.
ó yá ẹ̀yin dádì mọ́mì bèbí bọ̀bọ̀ tó mọ fashion tó tún mọ quality òde ti yá ẹja kó bàtà sẹ́sẹ̀ ní màmá ìbùkún trading and shoe stores yẹ́sìkẹ́ màmá ìbùkún trading and shoe stores ibẹ̀ lẹ́tí lè rí àwọn bàtà obìnrin ní gogoro àti pẹlẹbẹ àwọn sándà tó dúró re lẹ́sẹ̀ àwọn báàgì obìnrin tó ṣá quality slippers lóríṣiríṣi bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni ní màmá ìbùkún trading and shoe stores tó wà ní academy anajere market nìbàdàn sáà ti béèrè màmá ìbùkún store nínú academy anajere ó lè pè wọ́n sórí nọ́mbà yìí 08145362661 ó tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí whatsapp pẹ̀lú nọ́mbà yìí 08186729571 màmá ìbùkún trading and shoe store wọ bàtà àbùnú kò gbẹ́sẹ̀ ayọ̀.
èmi ò máa kí sùn lé o.
Welcome back. This is still GVBN Radio TV, the best online radio TV in West Africa. And the show you're watching at the moment is Women's Circle. I'm sure that a couple of persons, you guys must have been ruminating on the question that I asked initially. But then, in case you don't still know what we are discussing, it is pretty simple. I said, why do you think, or what is that situation that you think that does not have any other solution? And the only solution you can prefer to that problem is for the woman to end up being a single mother. Or what do you think are those problems that occur that makes women want to make a decision to, start that single parenting lifestyle? What do you think are those things that they go through? And the only situation, the only solution that can come to their head is for them to, start to become a single mother. So yes, and do you think that these problems are enough for them to, want to lose their marriage or want to lose their home? Do you think that those are the proper solutions to those? That is the proper solution to those problems? And what do you think is the only situation that can make you want to recommend single motherhood for somebody? So yes, that's the question on the show today. And of course, I'd like to bring to your notice that, GVBN Radio TV now have a YouTube page. So you can go on YouTube and subscribe to our page. It is God's Vision Broadcasting Network Radio TV on YouTube. Go there today and make sure you subscribe. Also turn on your notification button so that you can always get notified anytime any show is live. You don't want to miss out on any of the interesting content that we have lined up for you guys on GVBN Radio TV. So yes, in case you're not much of a Facebook fan, you don't have any excuse again. We now have a YouTube channel where you can, join us on every and any of our shows. So yes, as I was saying, the question, like I said, is what is that problem that you think that's the only solution to it is for a lady to want to result into being a single mother? And do you think that all the other problems that ladies face and they just tell you that, okay, I can no longer stay with this person, do you think there are enough reasons for them to end their marriage or end their family? Do you think there are enough reasons? Do you think there are other solutions to it, or you think there is no other solution than for them to go their separate ways? So yeah, that's the question for today. And of course, I already have a comment. According to this person said, apart from domestic violence or you having your personal convictions as to what to do and what not to, I believe that if one's partner, kicks the bucket, that is another reason. That one is not even something you battle with. Like, that's just the result of that action. It's not like you plan to become such a person, but you know you don't have a choice in that kind of situation. If your partner, like your husband, you know, is late, you don't have a choice than for you to just nurture your children, you know, on your own. So yes, that does not have any argument or any debate. Like, you don't have a choice in that kind of case. But yes, I understand you. Thank you so much for dropping that comment. But then, what are those other situations that you feel like there are other solutions to them, but ladies just tend to want to say, oh, I can't do this anymore. I just want to go. I just want to be on my own. I just want to take care of my kids on my own terms. I just want to do this on my own. I just want to do that on my own. Why? What are those reasons that you think they are the reasons why ladies want to, you know, take this kind of step? What are the reasons why I think ladies want to say, okay, I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can continue with this anymore. I just want to be on my own. And do you think that's the only solution to those problems? And what is that situation that will make you as a person recommend being a single parent or being a single mother to a lady? That's the question, and I'm still expecting more and more and more of your comments. I can see that a couple of persons are watching, but probably you guys are scared to, you know, say one or two things. And I can see that, you know, you guys are dropping your likes and loves, but then you don't want to say something. I'm begging you people, in fact, yes, I'm literally begging you, please let me know what your opinions are. See this space as a safe space. You're not going to be judged or held at the throat for saying whatever it is that is your own opinions. So let me know what your opinions are. In my own opinion, I believe that, you know, probably the only thing that can make you want to result into being a single mother is in the case of domestic violence, like somebody initially said. So if you're going through domestic violence in your marriage or in your family, I don't even think that is a safe space for your child to grow. So I think you should probably, you know, be on your own. If you're feeling like, you know, this thing is is life-threatening, do you get it? If it's life-threatening, then I think it's not a safe space for yourself or even your children or your child. Because if you continue in that kind of marriage, you never can tell. Probably one day, either of you will hurt the other person. Probably you will be the person to, after you tolerating for so long and you just feel like you can't take it in anymore. What if you end up, you know, committing a crime? And in the other hand, what if you lose a life? What if you lose, probably this person is trying to harm you and it mistakenly it's one of your children or maybe your child? What if it's not even the case of your child, or it's not even a case of you losing your child, but it's a case of you losing your life? So yes, you know, there's a saying that when there's life, there is hope. I think in that kind of situation, you need to run. You need to flee, as in pick race and run as fast as your legs can carry you. So yeah, that's my own opinion. But then I still want to know your opinion. Just like somebody said, in a situation of you losing your partner, you know, to unforeseen circumstances, you know, like the person is late. You don't even have a choice in that. You just have to move on with life, just forge ahead. But then somebody here is in my DM asking a question. This person said, for you to lose your partner doesn't necessitate you being a single mother. What if, you know, you remarry? But then, like, what I would like to use in answering this question is, at least you were in a marriage before. Before you find the next partner, you must have, you know, been trying to survive on your own, trying to live life on your own, trying to cater for your child or your children on your own. So I believe that, yes, you can actually be a single mother as at that time, before you find, you know, the new person who will now be your new, you know, partner or your new husband or what have you. And like somebody said, I really think I need to ask this question. Somebody stated last week that, you know, this generation, anything can make them want to resort into being a single mother. So, you never can tell what is the situation that, you know, that person is going through. It's not that they're going to tell you that, oh, this and this and this happened. They will just tell you that they moved on with life. So you never can tell what it is that those persons were going through. Do you agree with that? Do you think that's, do you feel that that is right about this generation? Do you feel like just about any situation you need to just move on with life and don't even attempt to endure? Because I believe that every marriage or every relationship, they all have their own baggage, or they have their own problems. It depends on where you are, you get. So do you think that this generation, we cannot tolerate enough? That is why we have lots of single mothers out there. But then still keep your comments coming. I'm open to any of your opinions. I want to hear from you guys. I want to see from your own point of view as well. But then before we go on and on and on and on about that, I still want to hear from you. And as well, I want you guys to call in the studio line. I want to know, you know, we can have a one-on-one chat concerning this as well. So I'm still expecting more of your comments. And in case you're just joining me and you don't know what's the question or the topic for the day is, yes, let me bring to your notice again that what is that only problem that you feel like the only solution to is for the woman to result into being a single mother? That is the first question. And secondly, what are those problems that you feel like women go through and it makes them want to be a single mother? Like, you feel like, oh, when women go through these, you know, they just automatically want to run away from it and just end up being single mothers. That's the first one. Number two is, what is that situation that will make you want to recommend for the person to be a single mother? I'm going to go on a quick musical break now. When I come back, we're going to continue on more comments. Don't go anywhere. Good afternoon. Oh, Ajoke Ade from Canada. We're so glad to have you online today.
Thank you.
Yes.
I just want to contribute to the matter on ground, though. So everybody actually said it all. Domestic violence should actually be the main reason why you will say you want to leave your marriage.
Okay.
But it also depends on what you define as domestic violence.
Okay.
So there are different types of domestic violence. Like, many people think domestic violence is only when your partner eats you or beats you or, you know, do something like that. But domestic violence could also involve financial. It can also be emotional. It can be, it could be physical. It could be towards the children. So the way we define domestic violence, because for example now, say my partner is actually not giving me the money or something, money to take care of the kids or to buy stuff at home, that kind of thing. That doesn't say you have to leave your husband or be a single mother.
Okay.
No. That will just give you, okay, this is who my husband is. Yoruba used to say, or something like that. So once I know that this is who I'm married to, then me as a supportive wife, what will I do? I will also go out there, get a job, start to feed my children and myself and my husband. So, like, being in that kind of situation does not mean you have to leave your home. But so many of us nowadays, we can't endure anymore. So that endurance part is not in many of us anymore. So we just want boom, boom, fast money, boom, boom, all of that, we want it in marriage now.
Okay.
Many are not even in the marriage for love anymore. Many are just in the marriage for that enjoyment, for that money, for sexual stuff, that kind of thing. So domestic violence, only if your wife or your husband, even it can be wife self beating the, because we have some men that are very quiet, but the wife are the one that are the best one. So that kind of stuff. And many women nowadays they are the one pushing to be single mother. They just want to do what their friends are doing. Because they know that if they do this while they are in the marriage. Okay, say for example now, I have a friend that always go to party every Saturdays. This my friend will be there. I'm buying clothes, buying shoes, buying all that kind of stuff. But this my friend is a single mother. But in our own circumstance, the husband passed away. So me as a wife that I'm still in a marriage, my husband is alive, I have kids, and I want to live that kind of life. You know, something we always want to push you to be like, okay, I want divorce. You will be the one actually pushing for that single other thing. You too, you want to be able to go to party anyhow. You want to be able to, have fun, do this, do that. So you'll be the violence one at home. Anything your husband said, he doesn't even know how to say that. You will be the one pushing the husband to the point that the husband will physically assault the wife. So that kind of thing, most things, it's not always men. We women too, we always push things sometimes too. So we are not here to put blames on men or domestic violence or that kind of stuff. We want to result in me being a single mother. But if you notice your children, especially if you have female children at home, and you notice maybe the children are doing somehow or this, there's nothing new. Or how do they say that again? So we can see that touching daughter inappropriately, that kind of thing. If I notice that me, I will carry my bag, carry my pikin, leave the house. So how will a daddy be touching the hair? But some people will say, there's nothing prayer cannot do. But sometimes some people also say, pray without work is dead or something like that.
Yes.
So if you are praying, God, don't let my husband, please don't let what action are you yourself taking? Or don't let my wife, what action have you taken yourself, towards that prayer that you are praying? So domestic violence, sometimes it depends on how you define it, and what I can endure, another person cannot endure it. So I cannot come to you and say, your wife slapped you, your husband slapped you yesterday, you better carry your bag and leave, before he started punching you and stuff like that, which is what many people used to do nowadays. Go back, give me, let me leave the house, before it results in kicking and punching and all that kind of stuff. But you don't even know, maybe your husband felt really bad about that slap. What resulted in that slap is what you should go back to and adjust, make amendments for that not to happen again. Instead of you saying, so me, I can endure that. God will not let me see what will happen, that my husband will slap me.
Amen.
But for me, I can endure that. I can see push, I can pray before it gets worse. But some people, they will just say, no, I can't do this. Why will you slap me? Why will you do this? Carry their bag, go home. And we have some parents that will support that kind of action. That because your husband slap you, carry your bag and go. But then some parents will say, no, you have to stay. You are not coming back. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, listening.
So that's just what I want to put into that. So
all right, thank you so much. It's been a while on the show, though. It's been a while we've seen you.
It's work. Head work. So I'm just driving, stuck in the traffic. So I joined this morning.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you making
Thank
effort.
you so much.
All right, keep listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yes, that was Ajoke Ade from Canada, and according to her, in fact, she gave us a total breakdown of the whole situation. She said it is not just about the men, you know, pushing you and doing things to you that can make you want to result into that kind of decision. There are some people who do not have their hearts to themselves. They just see that, okay, my friend is now a single mother, you know, she has enough time to party, she has enough time to go to everywhere she wants to go to, buy all kind of stuff and blah blah blah. And you just want that kind of life for yourself as well. You just want you just want to live a life. You don't want to live your own life, but now you are interested in that person's life. Then you tend to, you know, start misbehaving at home, and you might actually push your husband to the extreme. You might push him to the wall, and probably he might, you know, it might land you a slap one day. And maybe when you get one slap, you do not even want to look at what happened. Probably you were the one that pushed him to the wall that made him react in such a way. So it's possible that, you know, you are the cause of the whole domestic violence before the situation will now escalate and blah blah blah. So according to her, I think she treated two things. It's possible that you, after looking into somebody's life, you want to live their own life, then you start acting weirdly in your own family, which can, in fact, it can trigger something else in your house and things will now fall apart. But then if you see that, okay, something like this happened, and you try to retrace your steps, okay, what led to this? This is not the kind of person I married. What led to him reacting this way? And you quickly caution that thing, you walk towards it not happening again. Then I do not see a reason why you want to be a single mother. But then if some people also, you know, the reason why they are in marriages is just for them to have all, you know, they have some certain things that they have apportioned or to probably a period of time. Maybe 1 year into my marriage, I want this and this and this to happen. 2 years into my marriage, I want this and this. Like, they just want everything on a platter. They want it as fast as they can get it. They're not even in the marriage for love and blah, blah, blah. They're just there, you know, for the certain things that they think that are important to them. So they are just there for those things. And if they can't get those things, they believe that, you know, they're just not meant to be there, and they're just packing their bags and they want to leave. There are some persons that it's their parents that, you know, they are a key factor in their decision making. Some parents will tell you that, if your husband should, in fact, they will even call the husband that, don't do this to my daughter. If you do this, the police are coming to have you. So in that kind of situation, you don't even expect the lady to have a proper thinking. You know, she's just going to reason along with whatsoever it is that her parents are saying. Or in a situation whereby your husband does certain things to you and your parents are just like, he did something like that, so you pack your bags and be coming home. So that's another factor. But if the parents, they let you understand that, you know, this is another learning stage. This is different from education. This is different from what we gave you at home. This is another learning stage, and you keep learning from each other till the end of, you know, you guys' lives. So she's going to understand, okay, you need to be here. You need to be able to accept, to persevere. Do you understand? So if the parents also play a role in this kind of decision making as well. So that some parents that, you know, they'll just say that, oh yeah, come on. What did he do to you? Come on. So in those kind of situations, you know, it's possible for the lady to say, I'm going to my father's house, or I'm going to my mom's house, or blah blah blah. But then when they let you understand that, immediately we give you off to your husband's side, then you belong to them. You can only come here to say hi and return to your husband's home. Then she knows that, okay, she's in for a forever deal. She also pointed out that if you are in a domestic violence marriage, if you are in a domestic violence marriage, then I think that is the only situation where you can, you know, want to pull out of that kind of marriage. But then she also stated that it depends on the kind of violence. If it is towards you or your kids, then you need to run. But if it is just financial, probably is not ready to, you know, support the family, cater for the needs of your kids and yourself and all of that, then you know that, okay, it's just for you to persevere and, you know, work towards fending for yourself and your kids. that's not sufficient reason for you to say, okay, you're leaving. You know, if he can't cater for you, then you know you need to buckle your shoes and, you know, go and try to make ends meet and cater for yourself, provide for your children as well. So in that case, it is not an option of you, you know, wanting to leave. She also said that, you know, people of this, girls of this generation, we have a lot of them outside saying, oh, they are single mothers because they do not want to endure anything at all. They just want to be there and they just want everything to be sweet. And, you know, life is not a bed of roses. You know, there's always going to be ups and downs. So if you do not want to persevere at all, that is why we have so many ladies out there who are, you know, they are just living on their own terms. So yeah, there were lots and lots of comments from her. Thank you so much, Joke Ade, for joining us on the show, for sharing with us your own opinion and your own knowledge. I really appreciate, and we're so glad that you graced, you know, the show today after, you know, a long time. All right, another person, which is going to be my last comment for today. This person says, in a case where your partner is cheating and he is not willing to stop, in my own opinion, I do not think that since the bed is defiled, I can still stay. So according to this person, if your husband is defiling your marriage, she believes that, you know, just pack your things and go. But then I think I like to add that, hope you're not the cause of him going outside. So if you are the cause, I think, you know, you need to make amends and probably there's going to be a change. But then that's your opinion. Thank you so much for sharing your opinion with me. So I'm sure that, you know, with all this being said, we now have an idea of what makes ladies want to make a decision that, okay, they want to move out. All right, one other comment from Mr. Joke Ade that she stated, and I think it is very, very important that we look into, is when your husband, you feel like your husband, who is the father of your children, is touching probably your daughter in a particular way that, you know, it is now, this is beyond father-daughter relationship. Is now, you know, things are not going the right way. I think that is something you need to also look into. That is not a proper space for your child to be in. If she starts acting some weird way, you know, probably her dad, you know, is, what do I call it, is trying to molest her, then that is not a safe space as well. So she also, you know, from our comments, I think in that kind of situation, you can actually want to, you know, for the safety of your own child, for your daughter's safety, you want to, you know, move out and be on your own. So yes, thank you so much to everyone that dropped their comments. Those who did not have names to their comments but dropped it in my DM, I really appreciate. And to Mrs. Ajoke Ade rather, from Canada, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks to every one of you who are watching, but you know, you just wanted to listen, you just wanted to enjoy what I'm saying and what every other person had to say. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Till next week when I come your way again, do not forget that Women's Circle is always live on your screen from 3 to 4 on Fridays. So do not miss out. Make sure you must have put it on your reminder to always notify you when it's time for the show. And as well, let me also remind you again that GVBN Radio TV now has its own YouTube page, so you can join our YouTube family. It's God's Vision Broadcasting Network Radio TV on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you can be informed anytime there is a show going on. Please and please and please, I'm begging you, make sure you subscribe today. In fact, you can leave this video now to go and continue watching it on YouTube, and make sure that you subscribe to the page. And as well, let me be wishing you guys a happy new month in advance. And till next week when I come your way again, I remain your favorite girl, Mobi Sino Ola Olua. Make sure you have an amazing weekend. Bye-bye.